Live from Central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News at 5:30.
The numbers were not verifiable, factually inaccurate, in my opinion, an unfortunate example of irresponsible and sensationalist journalism.
A Harrisburg disability judge lashes out in front of Congress in Washington, D.C. about a CBS 21 report. And that's where we begin this half hour. I'm Rob Hanrahan.
And I'm Tanya Foster. It's a story you first saw on CBS 21 as part of our ongoing investigation into Social Security disability. In just 2 years, it's expected to be the first federal program to run out of money.
And when it comes to handing out disability benefits, no judge in the nation comes close to Harrisburg's Charles Bridges. CBS 21's Chris Pabst broke this exclusive story, and for the first time, we're hearing from the judge in his own words here.
Yeah, well, Rob and Tanya, as we've been reporting for months, we have been trying to get a hold of Harrisburg disability judge Charles Bridges, and for months he has denied our request for an interview. But now we have finally heard directly from him. Although he didn't talk to CBS 21 about our story, he spoke to the United States Congress.
This is preposterous.
Judge Charles Bridges was defiant when he recently testified before the U.S. House Oversight Committee.
We hear no set of cases that has these kind of specific parameters.
The Harrisburg judge was under fire and lashed out at our story, which exposed his record.
I have been a highly productive judge in the Social Security Administration because of my motivation and work ethic.
Back in May, CBS 21 reported that according to government sources since 2005, Judge Bridges has granted disability benefits to more than 15,000 people, by far the most of any judge in the country, an amount roughly 6 times the average and nearly double that of America's next highest active judge. Based on an average lifetime payout of $300,000, it's been estimated that Judge Bridges has personally awarded close to $4.6 billion in benefits.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
After our story aired, Judge Bridges was subpoenaed to testify before Congress. During his testimony, while under oath, he refuted our numbers, even though CBS 21 obtained them from the Social Security Administration. The figures were even used in prior committee testimony.
Judge Bridges basically, since 2005, has approved about $4.5 billion in benefits.
This Harrisburg CBS affiliate reported a figure of $4.6 billion of taxpayers' money. How erroneous a statement was that, and was contributed to my record. The numbers were not verifiable, factually inaccurate, in my opinion, an unfortunate example of irresponsible and sensationalist journalism.
The judge argued that placing a total value on his disability payments based on the average payout cannot be accurate since benefits vary for every recipient. A recent letter to CBS 21 by the judge's attorney, Alfonso Arnold of Harrisburg, expanded on this point. Arnold called it improper to compare disability judges based on productivity, since judges cannot consider factors outside the record and are bound by the Constitution to rule on each case individually.
Like the regulations need to be updated.
Also, during his testimony, Judge Bridges was questioned by Congress about his 90% grant rate, a figure CBS 21 also cited. But despite Judge Bridges apparently watching our story,
recently I was referenced in a Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, a CBS local affiliate.
He said he wasn't aware of that number.
You mean that you don't notice?
No.
That you're essentially saying approved, approved, approved almost all the time?
I don't notice because I don't want to be influenced. Each individual is due his just and accurate decision.
That is the most outstanding thing I've ever heard in this here. That's sort of like saying that you don't look at the speed limit signs because you don't want to be influenced by what speed is safe on the highway.
The scrutiny of the judge's performance went beyond what CBS 21 reported. He was also accused of granting disability benefits to 7,000 people without even holding a hearing.
I'm not aware of that.
That's what this hearing is doing, is making the committee and the public aware of your performance.
Well, I'm not I dispute that because I'm not aware of, I was not counting times that we're holding hearings.
The judge, who earns $165,000 a year, concluded his testimony with this.
I'm satisfied that I've done the best I can. I can't address what any other judge has done, but to do what I can do to the cases that I have.
Now, the day after Judge Bridges testified, the chairman of the Oversight Committee, Darrell Issa, called for his firing, saying the judge is, quote, incompetent. But the acting director of the Social Security Administration, during her testimony, showed no interest in removing Judge Bridges from the bench. For CBS 21 News, I'm Chris Pabst.